Michael, Oscar, great to see you guys. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so in the ring, you got to be competitors, right? And you're fighting. But outside, you're both together promoting. So how do you cooperate outside the ring?
Well, we're on the same page. Our goal is to make sure that this event is as successful than the Manny Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, for instance.
Yeah.
Our goal is to make sure people know about Cotto-Canelo, and hopefully on November 21st they buy the fight, because it's a great fight.
Right.
To see who the best middleweight champion in the world is. So there's a collaboration, there's a friendship. First and foremost, but our goal is to we have the same message: go out there and promote this event.
I think that's the key. I mean, from day one, when Oscar and I talked about this fight, we said, you know what, we have common goals and objectives.
Right.
Let's make it the best and the biggest fight of the year. And quite frankly, we've stayed very consistent with that throughout the entire time, 5-6 months. And here we are, 10 days before the fight.
Exciting.
And
Yes.
It's very, very exciting. We think we're well positioned to achieve the goals and objectives.
Right.
And there's no question this is the fight of the year. So it's going to be a great night on November 21st.
Now, Oscar, the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, though, a lot of hype beforehand,
Right.
and then the fans got disappointed with the actual match, the fight. And so, do you worry that has left a bad taste in people's mouths, and that might affect the enthusiasm for this fight?
No, nothing whatsoever. I mean, we feel that people know this is a real fight. People know that this is stylistically, this is a fight that is going to be guaranteed action, no matter what. Miguel Cotto is a warrior. He's a fighter who just goes in straight in, throws a lot of punches, has a great chin. Canelo, my guy, he's the young bull, the fighter who's just as strong.
Right.
He has to
He's
prove
10
something.
years younger,
He's
right?
10 years younger.
Yeah.
So this is one of those fights where it can't miss.
Okay.
And people know that. So what I'm thinking is, Manny Pacquiao-Mayweather generated 4.8 million homes, pay-per-view homes, at $100 a pop. So what we did here was slash the price in half. And if we generate half the business that fight did, then we're in great shape.
Then you're making money.
Absolutely.
But Michael, how do you get, I know HBO is promoting this heavily, but how do you get Joe Sixpack to pay even $50, $60 on pay-per-view?
Well, listen, we've built up this event as one of the biggest events of the year. We've got one of the best promoters in the business, in Oscar, who's been talking about the fight, and obviously he's been a part of some huge fights.
Right. And I hear he's got a bet with Jay-Z, too.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And that's another way that we're really penetrating the mainstream. That bet was, something that we felt was important.
Yeah.
Both, Jay-Z and Oscar are very passionate about their fighters, and so they wanted to put some money on the table.
Yeah.
But we've got a very, very comprehensive marketing campaign. We're talking about the fight as much as we possibly can. The media is excited about the fight. And it's not just for the hardcore boxing fan. This is a huge event. And in order to get to the numbers that Oscar and I believe we can get to, between 1 and 2 million pay-per-views, we really need support from the mainstream. And we think that this fight and the excitement of the fight will be attractive to the mainstream audience.
Oscar, there's some talk, though, that boxing, the new generation of fans are not as interested in boxing as they are in mixed martial arts, right? So the MMA fighters are now really popular, and that maybe boxing's on the wane. I know you put, Ronda Rousey on the cover of the Ring magazine,
yes.
right? That caused a little bit of a stir. Do you think, is this where you are headed, in terms of your promotions? Do you want to start bringing MMA into your area?
Well, it's all about thinking outside the box. The younger generation doesn't want to be told, for instance, what to watch, or they want to think outside the box and think differently.
Okay.
And so what we're doing now is more of the social media initiative.
Right.
And that's going to be a big boost for the fight. For instance, we're calling up all our friends who have millions and millions of followers, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Facebook,
right.
Instagram. And so we're doing this initiative.
And you see that with the MMA fighters.
Absolutely.
They're very popular on social media.
Exactly.
But you want to promote Ronda Rousey.
Well, my thing is, if she's ever convinced that she can become world champion, which I think she is, can become world champion in boxing,
right,
then give me a call. I'll be more than happy to promote you. And it's a win-win for everybody.
Right.
I mean, she's amazing. She's incredible. And the idea behind putting her on Ring Magazine was because she is starting to learn the boxing game. She does want to become world champion in boxing. So I know she has a contract with the UFC, but the day she wants to become a boxer, then we're right here waiting for her.
Then you never know.
Absolutely.
He's pre-selling.
Right, exactly. He's first in line for sure.
That's right.
And I can't let you guys go, and particularly Oscar, you go without asking about Floyd Mayweather, who says he's retired. He's 49-0, right? Do you think he's really done? I mean, you know what you go through when you retire as an athlete, right? I mean, do you think he's done?
No, not at all. I strongly believe he's going to fight a few more times. Not just one more time, but I just think he's going to fight a couple more times. And, you know, I believe they're going to wait till next year, maybe do the rematch with Pacquiao. And then we'll see what happens. But
is it the money or is it something else?
Well, it's all business for Mayweather. That's all it is. His team it's all about business. It's not about, see, that's the difference with our fight here November 21st. It's about passion. It's about the fans. It's about giving the fans the best fight possible. And that's what the fighters are going to do inside the ring, is give you a war. It's going to be amazing, incredible. So it is about the business, but it's about the fight first.
Okay, and when you say it's the business for him, what do you mean exactly? It's the money.
Well, it's all money.
Okay.
Low risk, high reward. Us here, I mean, yes, we're not naive here, but we do want to make money, but it's all about making sure the fans are happy.
All right. Oscar, great to see you. Thank you so much. And also, Michael, great to see you as well. Thank you guys for stopping by.
Thank you.